Hey guys, loogamon here for another deck profile. And as you can see from the thumbnail, we are finally doing our profile basically on Fenrir. Um, this deck is actually pretty bonkers just how it works. Honestly, I will be predicting that this deck will be tier 1. In testing, this deck can just go off, and it's pretty crazy because you can potentially just summon a bunch of rush guys for game. Aside from that, it has a really busted level 6 that has one of the most unique effects since like superior mode. So pretty good nonstop. I am as I'm recording this, I just got back from regionals, um, the last one for basically BT13. So we're getting into BT14. So I'd rather just forget about it and start upgrading all my decks or build new ones. So yeah, let's get into the profile. For eggs, we are of course running the 4 Baumon. Baumon, okay, honestly, like this guy is really busted. His effect is your turn. When a Digimon card with Dark Animal or SOC or Sons of Chaos trait is trashed from your hand, this Digimon may Digivolve into that card from your hand, or no, can Digivolve into that card. So if you discard, it can just basically become that card. So if you're swinging and you do it when attacking that lets you discard, you basically auto evolve into it. So pretty good, honestly. And yeah, we run 4 of this because this is literally the best egg for the deck. So we run 4. For rookies, we of course are running the 4 Loogamons. This one has two effects. Of course, his main effect and his inherent. His main effect is start of main phase by placing 1 AG from your hand or trash as this guy's bottom source. You can gain a memory. Shout out to my friend Ken for hooking me up with this last Loogamon. I actually ended up only pulling 2, and then I got the third one from my friend Steven, and then my friend Ken for this one. So shout out to both of you actually for helping me finish this deck basically. Anyway, his inherit is pretty cool. When you play a card with Dark Animal or SOC trait, you gain a memory. So with how this deck works, you're guaranteed to basically gain that memory unless your opponent has a rookie that stops you from gaining memory. Aside from that, you're basically going to have it happen no matter what. Then we run 3 of the Dracmon from BT9. For those that basically overlooked this card because it was in basically a deck that nobody played. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Trash 1 card with Undead or Dark Animal, which basically hits most of this deck. And then among them, you can add 1 card with Undead or Dark Animal and its traits among them from your hand, then place the rest at the bottom. Cool thing is that its effect right here is when attacking, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon with Undead or Dark Animal from your trash for its cost. So pretty cool. Like this guy also does the same exact thing as the egg, but as a rookie form, so pretty cool. So you have to run at least I'm running 3 copies. You can run 4, but I feel 3 is pretty solid already. In testing, it actually came up. It was pretty decent. Then we run, for the last rookie, we run 3 of Fascomon because it's a blocker, it's a really cheap cost to hard play, and yeah, it's mainly just that for the blocker. It's really solid, honestly. As you can see, we're not really running that many rookies. We're only running, let's see, 7 and then 10. 10 rookies is a bit low for purple, but at the same time, purple doesn't really have that issue because it has some low cost level 5, so it doesn't really matter, honestly. So 10 I feel is pretty solid for now. For level 4s, we of course are running 4 of the new Lugarmon. He's pretty good when attacking by trashing 1 card in your hand, draw 1. If AG is in this guy's sources, you gain a memory when attacking. So pretty cool. Then he has basically the same effect as the Loogamon. Whenever you play a card with Dark Animal or SOC, you gain a memory. So really solid how powerful these, and it all depends on playing out guys, which this deck does do a lot because it does have Alliance. So it allows you to basically suspend them and take their DP and get an extra security check. So you're guaranteed to usually boost over almost everything in basically the meta. So really solid. Then we run 4 Fangmon. Fangmon's pretty cool. On play or when attacking, it returns a purple Digimon card from basically with the Dart Animal trait from your trash to the hand, and then you get to trash a card from hand. So you're basically like, let's say your opponent hits into security and then you lose something that you need, you can hard play this and grab it and then continue to build your stack. So pretty cool. You got to run at least 4 because a lot of your stuff will get milled out because of certain option cards. So you need to run it just to recover some pieces. Then we run 2 Black Gatomons because mainly for rush. Retaliation is a really good inherent, but the main thing we're using it is for rush because we basically evolve up using this, and then we just play it out and we gain an extra check basically in the process. So pretty solid. Then that's basically all for the level 4s. We only run 10 as well, which fits just right with our rookies because we have 10-10 so far. For level 5s, we of course run the 4 Fenrilloogamon because end of your turn, you can delete this guy and draw 2, and then you can return 1 Loogamon from your trash to your hand. On deletion, you can trash up to 3 cards with the Dark Animal or SOC trait in your hand, then delete one of your opponent's level 3 or lower Digimon for each card trashed by effect. Add 1 level to this effect they may choose. So let's say they have a really big guy, so you discard 3 cards, and then you get to delete a level 6 in the process of this dying. So pretty solid and really good removal for the deck. It doesn't have an inherit, sadly, but we're mainly using it for its main effect. Then the other level 5 we run is the Fenrilloogamon. His when digivolving is really busted, honestly. You may play 1 level 3 or lower card of Dart Ammo, SOC, you know how it's been going from these from your trash without paying the cost, and if AG is underneath this guy, you can add 1 level to this, so you basically get to play a level 4 by default if you have AG. And then when attacking by trashing 1 card in your hand, you gain a memory, and then the inherit is actually really busted. When you play a card with Dark Animal or SOC trait, you may unsuspend this Digimon. So basically, if you already swung with this and it survived, with AG underneath, you're basically guaranteed to summon out another thing, which will let you continue your combo to keep going, or into basically go into Fenrilloogamon. So it's really, really strong. Usually when attacking, you would want to trash your Fenrilloogamon. That way you can evolve into it, and then just swing and unsuspend and just make your guy incredibly big, basically. So really powerful. Then the last level 5 we of course run is Chimeramon because we can usually go out for game using this, which is pretty cool. I have actually in testing been able to go for game by just bringing out 2 guys and then jogressing and swinging for game in the process. So pretty solid. So I recommend trying at least one of this. That's all for the level 5s. For level 6s, we of course are running 4 of the Fenrilloogamons. Fenrilloogamon is so busted. Like honestly, this card, it's going to be tier 1 no matter what because of just how strong its ability is. When digivolving, you can play a level 4 or lower card with Dark Animal or SOC from the trash without paying the cost. If AG is in this guy's sources, you can add up to 2 to the number. So that means you get to summon 3 Dark Animals in the process. And then when attacking, by deleting one of your opponent's level 3 or lower, you can unsuspend. For each of your Digimon, add 1 to the level this effect may choose. So if you summon all 3, you're basically killing a level 6, and you get to unsuspend with this, and you get to gain memory through all this, so you basically just get to do the combo over and over again. And of course, with AG, you're giving Alliance, so you can suspend anything that you just played to give it a way bigger boost. So really broken. Then, yeah, that's basically all the Digimon for the deck. The rest are options and tamers, so let's actually get into that. We, of course, are running 3 Missed Memory Boosts. This is where I mentioned the option card that can mill out stuff. Potentially, you can mill out this. This is where Fangmon comes in. Missed Memory Boost mills 2, and then you draw 1, and it gives you 2 memory on the next turn through a delay. This is where what I was talking about basically. Usually, I've in almost every one of my matches, I've been able to accidentally mill out my level 5s, and then thanks to Fangmon, I've been able to recover it basically. So it honestly works very well together. So I like running at least 3 copies just to kind of set up. Then we run 2 Rivals Barrage because we do want security bombs in security. Plus, the fact is this is milled. This also functions just like Fangmon. You can grab back some a crucial piece that you really need to finish out your combo. Then we run 2 Purple Memory Boosts. It's kind of weird that we're not running Purple Trainings. I know Purple Training is a little bit better, but having that extra memory boost sometimes can kind of like give you the game. You can honestly just replace these 2 with 2 Purple Trainings. Honestly, I could see it working, but for me personally, I really like the memory boost, and it works pretty well so far. For Tamers, we of course running the 4 AGs. I managed to get 2 pre-releases. I do have an AA, but I want to save that until we get until I basically get 4 copies of it, so I can have all of these the same. But for now, we have just 2 pre-releases and normals. This guy's pretty cool. So obviously, security, you can play this out. Start a main phase. If your opponent has a Digimon, you gain a memory. And then main, Mind Link. You can basically equip this underneath a Dark Animal or SOC Digimon, basically. And then all turns, this Digimon with Dark Animal or SOC trait gains Alliance and Blocker. End of all turns, you can just play it out. It's basically the same. Part of that, that was just my phone. End of turn, you can play this out. So it's pretty cool that you can. Basically, this card is the same as the Satsuki from the Digipolice deck, where you can just play at the end of the turn. It also gains a memory, but the difference is that it basically gives Alliance and Blocker instead of Reboot and Jamming. So all of the new Mind Link Tamers basically have different effects. So pretty cool that they've been kind of like making them each one unique, even though they're slightly generic in a way. And yeah, then we run 4 analog boys. I do not call this guy Youth because I played the original Digimon World 1 and he is known as Analog Boy, so I call him that. We run 4 copies of this because you will be milling a lot of your cards out and your level 5s will be dying a lot. So you want 4 of this just to get the extra memories and to kind of like search your deck out for stuff. The last card in the deck is, of course, one Alex McCoy. This card is really slept on, honestly. Like, I've only seen it used once, maybe in, like, a Jessamon build way back in the day, after they got the hit, basically. Now it doesn't really matter. But Alice is really cool. Whenever your Digimon would Digivolve into a level 5, you can delete a card and then reduce that cost by 3, which basically makes that cost 0 in the process. So this can actually give you memory in the process. So because if you have 3 memory and this is already out, you just go, okay, it's a 0 cost as long as I delete something, so it doesn't matter. And usually you do have that regardless. So it's pretty cool, honestly. Yeah, aside from that, that's basically the deck. The deck is really fast, but it does need time to set up. Obviously, being a purple deck, you want to be milling out your cards, you want to be searching cards, more milling, and then you want to set up your tamers. Then once you have the stack you need, like a level 5 basically, you just go in and you just start swinging and doing damage. And usually, if you do it correctly and you go into a Fenrir, you should be able to check at least 3 security, maybe 2 security, especially if you have Gatomon. You can hit basically 3 security checks without really worrying, honestly. And then if you have another level 4 on board and you already suspended something, you just Geogress the 2 together into Chimera and you basically go for a game at that point. Because if not, they're basically only at 1 security and your opponent basically has to kill you that next turn, because if not, you basically win the match. That's how crazy this deck is, honestly, because you can just go off on 1 turn and just win the game. So if you manage to chip them down to almost no security, you basically go for a game, because as this one also unsuspends him, so you're basically guaranteed to get 2 or 3 checks no matter what. So pretty busted, honestly. Aside from that, that's yeah, no. As usual, let me know what you thought of this. And as usual, this is a template that you guys can use to basically build your version, because I just want everybody to have kind of like a general outline of the deck. That way, people can kind of like start on it and maybe build their own personal version. Aside from that, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.